Python practice problems. What I'm presenting here are some practice problems in the Python programming language with solutions. The intent is for a viewer who is a student learning Python to download the Jupyter Notebook that is linked in the description of each video and then attempt each problem before watching the solution. The student can either attempt the whole notebook at once or try the problems one at a time and then pause and go back in the video as necessary. The one thing that I would not advise is simply watching the problem and solution all at once without stopping to try the problem on your own first. I've taught coding for many years and have seen this over and over. A student understands the lecture and they think they have a firm grasp on the content, but when they go to write original code, they're lost. That's why practice is so important. Also in the video description are some useful links for solving the problems. It's not intended to be an exhaustive source of all answers for all the problems. It's just a starting point to get the student going in the right direction. Many of these problems have several different ways to solve them, and at times I'll provide multiple solutions. I'll also try to discuss why one way of solving the problem might be better than another way. My intent, though, is learning, not writing the tightest, fastest code possible. These videos work out to be good supplemental material for a student already enrolled in a Python class. These videos are not meant to teach all of the content needed to learn Python programming. There are already many videos and texts available for that. These are practice videos. If you really feel that you would learn best with a textbook, my suggestion is Starting Out with Python by Tony Gaddis. Tony's a good friend of mine who taught me programming, and it's honestly a good textbook. Tony honestly writes a lot of good textbooks. That link is in the description as well. My name is Stephen Marcus, and I'm an old community college teacher who spent 15 years teaching people how to write code. I'm from Western North Carolina, so that explains my hillbilly accent that several people have already asked about. These videos use Python 3 and Jupyter Notebooks, both of which are free. The Jupyter Notebook files are available for each video in the description, but I don't cover how to install Python or Jupyter Notebooks because, again, that's well covered in other places. At the beginning of each video, the content is pretty simple, so I'll go through the solutions pretty quickly. The problems will become more involved as you go through the videos. The problem numbers are color-coded, green, orange, red, for simple, intermediate, and challenging. There are normally several examples of the more difficult problems, so the student can get more practice. If you feel that you've gotten something from these videos, please like and subscribe. If they do well, I'll look into setting up a Patreon account so that viewers can have more interaction with me and some input on future videos.